is no mean feat. Oh, and he's come. Malikin with his back to us now against Grishenko. The taller man, as you can quite clearly see. Big swinging right hand comes in from Malikin early on.
Malikin said he wants to show his speed, showcase his footwork, and he's applying a lot of pressure right now to Grishenko. Let's see how Grishenko deals with this pressure, with that, utilizing that distance and trying to maintain that sense of reach that he's got.
Oh, just clubbing right hand. You could hear the sound as it slapped the jaw there. It's a good jab, and he's coming in with thunderous left hands as well.
Man, Malikin's showing that speed. He's also showing some power, too. These shots are landing. Grishenko needs to put that jab out there.
Plenty of movement from Grishenko, backwards, forwards, sideways, not providing a static target for Malikin, who predominantly is landing a little bit short at the moment. Grishenko just jumping out of range. The best form of defense at this point. Watch for that swinging, leaping in left hand from Malikin, a la Mike Tyson, not so much a la Muhammad Ali.
Yeah, but it's that right hand though, Steve. That's the one that he's really trying to load up on.
Shorter reach, no question, for Malikin, but he's still certainly leading with that jab, perhaps looking to set up that right hand that you speak of.
Grishenko's doing a good job of maintaining that distance. He's throwing the kicks, trying to soften the legs, slow down Malikin a little bit by beating on those thighs. And he's also got nice footwork, too.
Ooh, swinging left hand again. Lots of movement there from Grishenko. The hands moving.
I'm hearing Coach Johnny say that Anatoly needs to utilize the jab and go.
Left, right from Malikin. The lead left jab did connect with the jaw. The right hand, if it did, had some of the sting taken out with it by that backward movement from Grishenko.
Good jabs put out there by Grishenko, though. As Anatoly comes forward into that pocket, you can see that left hand of Grishenko touching him, though. Nice little catch off of the kick for Anatoly to put him on the ground. This is where Anatoly really excels.
What preceded this was a couple of stinging right hands, though, from Malikin. He finally found the range and landed some leather. But this presents a different situation. Forearm on throat. Hammer blows, they'll be heavy, super heavy.
Grishenko has been grappling a lot lately. He's coming off a win over at the ADC Belarusian Grappling Championship, so he has been spending a lot of time on the mat working on his grappling game.
Remember, as an interim heavyweight world championship, this one goes 5 rounds. So potentially 25 minutes of action here. Can't think that it'll go that far.
And that's really important, Steve. These guys, even though they're big, powerful guys who like to throw with a lot of heat, they have to kind of manage their energy expenditure, because they know that if this thing gets into that 4th and 5th round, it's going to come down to who's got the bigger gas tank.
There's some big leather being thrown there from Malikin. The left-hand hammer blow, and then he digs that right hand into the body. Got some thudding power to them. There's that elbow, that forearm, pressing down on that throat. Look at that, pressing down on the chin, controlling the head.
See, Steve, this is what I was talking about in the walk. It's very important that Grishenko is on top. He does much better in grappling exchanges when he's in the top position. Anatoly is just really good at maintaining the top position and then utilizing ground and pound and keeping people here. Now he's turning him around, trying to smash him up against the side of the circle wall.
Up on his legs there, pressing down on Grishenko's body. Like maybe a little attempt at a head and arm there, not really putting everything into it though. Elbows to the side of Malikin's head.
Yeah, I think Grishenko's just trying to control the posture of Anatoly, not allow him to posture up so that he can drop bigger ground and pound.
The battle for the control of the hands.
Nice elbow landed by Malikin.
Yeah, right on the mouth, wasn't it? Again, that forearm pressing against the neck and the chin. And then that elbow pressing down. It's not just blows, Mitch. He's putting the full weight of that huge body onto the jaw and the throat area. Very uncomfortable for his opponent.
See, but he's not even trying to scramble out of this. You know how he's keeping the closed guard? He's basically just keeping Anatoly on top of him like that by closing his guard.
And stay relaxed.
They're looking to counter, right? They want to feint, draw some kind of reaction, and then come with a big shot. But you can also see the dominance in those first 5 minutes of Anatoly on the ground. It might be to his advantage to get it back down and start working that ground and pound, just to also slow down the movement and take a little bit of the gas tank.
Big left hand, and that sent the head rocking backwards, and he's on his bike trying to get out of range now. Big jab, no need to feint here. He's got a target to aim for. And Grishenko is rocked and in trouble, still on his feet and still throwing punches, but certainly on the back foot. Came back with a nice little shot there, Grishenko, just to remind Malikin that he's still in there, still in the fight. But that was an alarming blow right at the beginning of the round.
Yeah, those finishing instincts kicked in on Malikin. He's got to be careful rushing in like that. You could see that, you know, Grishenko still tried to keep those short shots, you know, firing, so it was Anatoly could walk right into one of those if he starts to blitz forward like that. Like to see him get back to the composure, keep with the feints, draw him out like his coach said.
Credit to Grishenko. He seems, for the time being at least, to have weathered that storm. Had to hold on, had to show that he was still in the fight by throwing something back, and he did all of that. But that was a big blow, a big warning shot. Leaping into that Superman-type punch there, sending little uppercuts inside that didn't quite connect.
This is where Grishenko's usually really strong inside that clinch, but Anatoly was just able to shrug him off.
Jab to the body from Malikin. The Russian, the shorter man. The Belarusian, quite a bit taller, but not having the best of things in this second round.
Steve, you mentioned the big leaping left hook. He's almost using that to draw him to the right side so he can pull him into one of those big right hands. Grishenko's got to be careful running to that right side like that of Anatoly Malikin, because that right hand is right there. That's where he needs to go. He needs to circle to that weaker side.
Just as you mentioned it, he's stuck in that left hook on the jaw. See, people do listen to you, Mitch. Oh, backwards spinning, didn't quite land. I think that caught glove on its way through.
Malikin very light on his feet, bobbing and weaving. That's that movement that he was talking about, trying to show that speed, something he's been working on out there. He's been training out there at Tiger Muay Thai, doing a lot of different strength and conditioning program just to make sure that he's ready to go 5 hard rounds in this one.
We did see a little bit of the feint there from Malikin just a moment ago before throwing a punch, but we haven't seen so much of it. That seemed to be the strategy that they wanted going into this second round, and that was a nice right hand landing to the side of Grishenko's head. But he seems to take a punch well, doesn't he? Uppercut from Grishenko.
Grishenko's got a chin on him.
And when we say take a punch well, these are big punches as well.
Yeah, these are, you can hear them. You gotta wonder, is Anatoly running the risk of punching himself out? I know he spoke about his strength and conditioning program. He looks still as well. Oh, that was a nice short right hand landed by Grishenko.
Crunching right hand. Lugging these huge bodies around for 25 minutes, Mitch, is no mean feat. Oh, and he's collapsed. And Olivier Coste jumps all over him to make sure that there's no more punishment. He picked his spot, he waited for his moment, and then he just unloaded with that swinging right hand. It connected, and Grishenko just collapsed like a giant redwood that had been axed to the floor.
Exactly like I thought it was gonna happen. He circled him into the right hand and
has called a stop to this contest after 3 minutes and 42 seconds in the second round. For your winner, by way of knockout, and now the one interim heavyweight champion champion of the world, Anatoly